So good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. This is Dave Snyder. He's a really articulate science teacher.
I'm Dave.
He's Dave. I'm Paul, and we're here to help you to integrate into our fine school and into the technology that has so much helped us over the last few years to become better teachers. So I'm just going to start you out with a regular morning. As we come in and we open the door, we effortlessly go to our computer, open email. Right, Dave? You want to open email?
Start with that.
Start with
That's a
that.
good place to start.
That's the place to start because that's like the hub. I mean, once you get that open, things are rolling. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So, the computer's on. So I'm going down here to, Dave, is it the Explorer?
This
You know,
is,
the
no, this
Explorer?
one now, it's the Outlook, so,
The-
there's no
okay.
link for it.
So
That's
the
just a
link-
minor issue, there's no link.
Okay, so
So
we
you-
go to Explorer.
Go to Explorer,
Okay, that's what so you just go to Explorer.
and then you have to get to the LCPS website.
Yeah, that's really easy.
It's
It's really
practically right
just,
there for
you
you.
know, it comes on quickly.
See?
Okay, then if you go to, see this thing says staff, because you're part of the staff.
See, right
And
now,
you
your
click on
Blue
that.
Ridge website.
Right, so
You
it's
gotta go to
staff.
the LCPS
See,
website.
and then you have, and don't confuse this Outlook web with GroupWise web, because GroupWise web is so past.
That's old.
Old,
Last year.
last year. That's like decades in the past.
Pretend it's not even there.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even read it. As a new staff member, do not read GroupWise web access.
No.
Outlook,
You want
okay,
it right
Outlook,
there.
right there.
That's where
Yeah,
you
okay,
want
click. One click away, see?
And then, the wheels are turning.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting.
It's happening.
You saw me
just-
click
You
it.
can't see it all right away.
No, it says
your
PD
days-
360 up there now.
Oh, PD
PD
360.
360. Dave, what's
I know.
PD 360?
That's that professional development website.
It's not-
That's another, we'll get to the PD
Okay,
360
but-
later.
But what's the trip tracker license?
Trip tracker.
How come license transfers on my computer?
I don't know.
Well, that's a different discussion. What
And
happened?
here you may
Where is
think
this?
you clicked on the wrong link, but don't worry.
Oh, wait,
It's
there
coming.
it is. There it is. It says I have to accept this. Don't read anything you have to accept. Just accept it. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. Then this is very easy. You just put in your password, your login password. Okay. Let's see. Is this?
This is
No,
the
right. This is the-
at
okay,
LCPS, I think. Some
At.
have at LCPS at the end .org, some don't. The
But-
way
but
I
you'll
do
get
it, if you put in at LCPS and it doesn't work, just take off at LCPS.org. It's that easy,
That's all.
and then it'll work.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's okay. All right. There we go. See, starting. Okay. Okay. So we're starting. It'll be
So
quick.
it'll just take a minute. And while we're waiting for that, we'll get into some of the other programs that we have here that just make life easier for us as teachers. So one way is Chrome. Right here, this little icon, Chrome, it opens up the world to you. You just click on that and you've got all your favorites saved. And on there you got website Vision you've got
Vision.
the resource folders.
Right.
For kids, to send them work and
Yeah.
tell them what they should be working on in resource. But now don't be confused though, because there are two different resource tabs. You want the blue resource.
is new.
Blue is new.
Right. Gold is old.
That one's out.
Oh.
So gold resource
Right.
folder out.
Right. And we're still working on this. But you go ahead, Dave.
Yeah. So anyway, Google Chrome, it works with everything. Except it doesn't open Clarity. So yeah, almost everything. So Clarity you got to open through Internet Explorer too. So that's okay. Just another little thing.
Right.
But open up Clarity. Then you got your attendance. You got your grades. you'll have Google Chrome, you've got your Vision webpage, you've got resource, and then pretty soon, you know, you'll have your email up.
Yeah.
And we're using 2 computers, you don't have to. We're
Yeah.
just doing it for this
For the
demonstration.
convenience, it's convenience, right? Of course, you have 2 arms. And, you know, I mean, this could be like the right-hand computer, left-hand computer. Now, when you're in the Google Chrome, is that where you go to get Phoenix?
I don't know if you can get to Phoenix from there. Isn't that Synergy now? I thought they changed
Synergy?
the name. Yeah, Synergy.
I don't know.
Occasionally you'll get those emails though to go into Phoenix or
Right.
Synergy.
Maybe that's what that trip taker thing is that I had on here earlier. But
He's-
no, we don't know,
Yeah,
I
you-
guess that.
You click on some of these links and they'll take you on these trips and, you know, sometimes you end up in Phoenix, sometimes you end up in
Tucson?
Tucson,
Yeah.
Omaha. You never know. And that's kind of the exciting things about, you know, the new systems here that we have in place. And as you can see, look, it's
I mean,
seamless.
See?
It's,
I mean, it's just still working on it, and it tells you what it's doing. It does, it's great. It's
So
great.
you
If you
know-
open it in a minute.
so you know that it heard you.
Right.
It's
Right.
it's responding to your commands. It's just, you know.
But there are other sites you need to go to that you need other passwords for,
Oh,
right?
yes, and passwords, I'm glad you
Passwords.
mentioned that. We've got just a little trick.
It's
To remember
it's
passwords.
fairly high-tech, though.
Yeah, you got
You know.
some that, you know, you've gotta have, how many characters? Like, they have to have 12 characters, I think.
Right.
Password.
Sometimes you need a number in it. Sometimes you
Or-
don't.
Or a special character.
Character. Right.
And just do something you'll remember,
Right. Right. It's easy.
but then not something you'll get too attached to, because you gotta
Right.
change it. in one-
Right. It's like every 90 days, more or less, depending.
Yeah, or maybe, you know, beginning of the school year, just might have to change it. But, so,
Yeah, and it's still
Don't
working
worry,
on it, but,
it's
you
gonna
know,
open.
it'll open.
but I just, well, Paul and I invented this little handy tool. The tape's falling off, but just to remember passwords.
Yeah, let me help you.
Thanks, there we
Yeah,
go.
Yeah.
There, it's upside down, but I can read it upside down, because I'm a teacher. So, you got the passwords for different websites and, you know, usernames and passwords, because they're not all the same, but that's okay. We got this little thing, and look.
As a new
this-
staff member, you'll get one.
Yeah, and you feel like a quarterback,
Yeah.
you know, you're in charge.
Right.
Quarterback.
Quarterback, that's a good.
They wear
that's a-
these.
Yes.
So,
Right.
you got that. Kids
So,
don't even know it's there.
You know, one thing you can go to find a lot of information, like, let's say a kid is gonna do Tuesday school, which
Is it Tuesday? No, that's Friday school,
Oh, it
but
used
it's
to
on
be-
Tuesday now.
Yeah.
But it is
That's a
Friday.
technicality.
But,
It
you know,
it
you'll
shouldn't be
get-
confusing.
No,
to you.
and.
Just think
but it's
Friday school,
Friday
but it's really
school, it's on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Or is it now recovery lunch? Is that on Tuesday?
No, the recovery lunch is Thursday.
Thursday, right, it used to be Tuesday.
Yeah.
But because Friday school moved to Tuesday, recovery lunch moved to Thursday.
It's easy.
Easy, I mean, it's
Easy.
just,
I mean, how could you get that confused? It's
that's
just-
why I say seamless, you know, it flows, just what can you say?
You're gonna like it
You know,
here. It's just, everything's kinda laid out for you.
Yeah.
Programs are in
Right.
place.
As long as you have an index finger to click a mouse,
That's right.
you've got it made. Yep, and we're getting there on the Outlook too. We're-
Yeah.
look,
And they shouldn't worry about that, right?
No, you just let it go, it says it's still working on it. That's good.
It's working. You know, some jobs you think people aren't working. Here, you know, somebody's on the other end of that.
Right.
They're working.
You can tell me later.
And this is just gonna help so much. For instance, we have a lot of recovery programs for students who, through no fault of their own, possibly have, you know, a bad score on something, or some
Probably.
things are
Bad
for the
day.
quarter.
It's a bad day.
Yeah.
Maybe a bad quarter.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it might have been a year, but there was always a way to recover.
We've got things in place.
And the rate, if you wanna
Be
see something,
Yeah,
two
last
four
year,
two.
don't confuse it with 242, because that was last year. don't even worry about that. If somebody says 242/.
Forget it, forget it.
So 353.
353
Other
is what you
recovery
look at,
programs.
such as?
We've got Saturday school. And if you take a look, right, you can see that folder. It's really easy to find on the iDrive. This is all alphabetical. You can see Saturday school right here. And you just open that up. The files are in there, and
See, if you read it, it's really pretty self-explanatory how to,
So now-
or where you need to go for the more information.
yeah, see,
For the Saturday
it's being held on Tuesdays, Saturday
Right.
school is,
And the information can be found in the Friday school folder,
which
so.
it's kind
it's
of,
still-
it's intuitive, really,
Right.
but we put it here just in case, you have a question.
Exactly.
It makes sense, but
Makes sense.
just in case, it's back. we've got it
Eventually
right
it'll come up
here.
and then we'll have that, hopefully. And a Z drive, never go to the Z drive.
Now,
That's danger.
that's like if
Right.
there's an intruder and you need to get rid of the computer files, click on the Z drive.
Oh, I couldn't hold it in anymore. All right, so we go to, look at the iDrive,
Uh,
it's all right there. It's right
everything-
there.
If you have a favorite recipe, there's a recipe folder in there. There is. There is. Now,
But
now
here,
I-
okay, so somebody's gonna stay for Tuesday school, which used to be Friday school,
Friday school,
but it's
right,
on Tuesday night.
right.
So you just go to PLCs, which they used to be, but it is
was it CM?
CLT now.
Oh,
Not to
What-
be confused with TLC, because you won't find any
but
TLC
it's not
in there.
CMT.
No,
No, okay.
no, they got rid of the CMTs.
Okay.
I think that was 2 years ago they got rid of that.
2 years ago?
And,
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
I think everyone should read all of those, so you'll know what's going on.
Yeah, you've got look fors, you got evaluations, you got Oasis, which we should mention about Oasis too.
And Oasis you can get to from the iDrive, if you go to where? Now, Oasis, I think you need to go into My Learning Plan, and then from there you go to Phoenix. Very, very,
This'll be in the outtakes.
so, we'll leave you with that. I think we've given you a good introduction, new young teachers as to.
Hopefully you see what we see, how easy it is.
It is easy.
It's just all right
It's
there.
easy.
It's just-
So, we'll leave you with that. What do you think, guys? And the teacher evaluation form, right, yeah, teacher evaluation. If you go in there,
Right underneath the super secret stuff.
right, so the super secret stuff you can't click on. If you click on the super secret stuff,
Forget it. Who knows what happens?
yes,
We don't
no,
even
no
know.
one's ever clicked it, that we remember coming back. So, we have the forms in here that are for the informal, formal evaluations, I think. There's no form in here, there is a form for the drive-bys or the walkthrough, no,
That's walkthrough.
walkthrough. There's a form there, so you.
You said drive.
Oh, I meant walkthrough. 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 So they're in there.
Oh, your focus files, we didn't mention those,
No,
but
no, focus files.
you can save those as a tab and make it your favorite on Chrome, but actually you can't do that this year.
No.
So
No, not this
never
year.
mind that.
You could have.
Last year.
Last year, you could have. Right. This year, you can't.
So-
Probably next year again, you will be able to.
Yeah, and it's just
Okay.
because it's easier this way. So
It's easier, yeah.
you need a couple passwords, but to get into the
The
focus
five, what
files.
is it, 545 forms are in there?
I think 353.
353? Okay, so we're ready, but it used to be. All going? Okay, now we looked for the 353 forms, and they were under the 242 folder. However, I think they've been moved,
Can't find them.
and we just can't find them. They're probably in the sub-drive on the iDrive. But at this point, we'll just leave that for you guys the new teachers to find. So.
If you need it.
If you need it.
Yeah.
But moving along.
So, now we're ready.
Okay, yep. So, you know, as we were saying, everything is here in the computer. The iDrive is the magic drive. That's
It's
where
got-
everything.
Anything you need's in the iDrive.
The iDrive.
And remember, this is easy stuff. It's easy. It's
Seamless.
made that way.
It's made to make life easy.
For people like you guys coming in
Yeah,
first year.
Brand new.